Alchemon, what is going on with it? Is Alchemon all over with? Or is Algorand coming back? Alchemon coming back or just taking a break? Let me take a look. Okay, so a while back, I started hearing rumors that Alchemon had just sort of disappeared, and that seems strange because I actually had Clifford on my channel. I've talked to him, so I talked to him pretty extensively. I think I was one of the first ones to actually have Clifford on my channel, as a matter of fact, interview him. And I wanted to have him on just because I wanted to know what did it take to build a game on Algorand or on a blockchain in the first place. And it turns out they're really separate things. The blockchain smart contract part is kind of really separate from the game development part, but then there's the integration. So it's tricky. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling about that, but now it seems, and I met him at the Cypher too. I met him in person after having interviewed him. So it was very alarming to hear that maybe something was going on with Alchemon. Well, I kind of looked into it, and here's kind of where it started. This one came from Cody.algo. I think we've interacted before. And it started off with, I don't know who runs the Algo Foundation Twitter account, but whoever decides the tweets needs to stay updated with the projects and the community. They're literally advertising a dead project where the founders ran off. We'll find out that is not exactly true, but this was after the foundation tweeted, "Who doesn't love collecting monsters? Algorand NFT is an OG game in Algorand." It was, yes, collect monsters, participate in NFT staking, crafting, and trading and battling in this epic card game. Did he get any response? A lot of people were asking questions. They're really trying to figure out what exactly was going on with Alchemon. So I went through their Discord, and there wasn't an announcement since April. And all the mentions in the Discord, I have them on my other screen, but all the mentions were like, "What is going on with this thing? We haven't heard from him. We don't know what the deal with Alchemon is." Like, they used to give out regular awards. Also, in fact, I'll show you this because their Twitter also really quiet. By the way, I appreciate that, Thinker Plato. I will keep fighting for Algorand and for the other ones I follow as well. And I actually reached out to them. They did not respond to me. But as you can see, the last tweet from the Alchemon account was April 8th, announcing the hunting ground winners. So that's not great. So there's some wallets of the people who won. And then there was one from March 31st. So, they were posting fairly regularly, as you can see. And then suddenly just nothing. I reached out to this account, didn't hear a thing. So, I was left to wonder, like, well, what is going on here? I reached out to Alchemon. They did not respond. But then I have some screenshots here from the Discord. This is where we actually learn what happened. So Clifford actually responded in Discord. Now, this was after I checked on last Friday. So let's read through this because this is, I think, important to say. And this might be a little tough to read, but I'll read it. He says, "Hey all, just want to get everyone an update." And this was June. Actually, what day was this? Yeah, this is June 16th in the evening. So this is Friday night, I believe. He said, "I want to give everyone an update. Short version, my life blew up. While not fair for Alchemon, I had to focus on other aspects of my life for the past few months. Basically, the same time we ran out of funds, my personal life exploded, and I've had to focus on that." So there's more going on. They actually ran out of funds, apparently. Well, I don't quite know how transparent I want to be in my personal life, which is totally fair. That's none of our business. We get it. I will tell you, at this time, we were told by our investors to increase our runway as much as possible in Q3 of last year. Just survived the bear market. I haven't been paid by Alchemon since October of last year, outside of one paycheck before Christmas. The bear and constant bad news in crypto and Algorand spaces have made it very difficult to want to extract more algo from the existing user base. I have a couple of ideas, but I don't really know how to push forward and sell things in this environment for the needed capital to keep moving Alchemon forward. So the plan has been to cut costs and survive until the market conditions improve. I really wasn't thinking I'd be this inactive for this. Really wasn't thinking I'd be this inactive for this long, and definitely didn't want my absence to produce this result, so I apologize for that. I do love Alchemon and anyone that has ever supported us, so I'll be more active and try harder to show that love. I am working on a few ideas that will reward existing holders, but I am also interested in hearing what the community thinks should be done. For now, I will leave you with my favorite unreleased Alchemon, Two Cannon, everyone. Two Cannon is the name of the Alchemon there. I can't get on Discord on this computer, so that's it. And then Cody said, I would like to thank Clifford for the transparency report. I would also like to apologize for my previous statements. Yeah, so we should pick that apart a little bit. Absolutely great that Clifford came out and said that. I think he probably should have came out and said that earlier, but I suppose one thing I found with crypto projects is that people really want updates often, especially in an environment where rug pulls are really common, where projects suddenly go dark. Pretty important to keep those updates coming. So I'm really glad that he came out and made that statement on Discord. Did it in a pretty transparent manner. I don't totally don't expect him to say whatever the personal thing is. That's his business. That's nobody else's business. But definitely got to tell people when you're going to like abandon a project. Like I said, the Alchemon Twitter account hadn't tweeted since April. So glad that he came out and let that go. Interesting about the bear market. I think his investors probably gave him good advice. But I also think that just because it's a bear market doesn't mean there aren't people who actually have money to spend. I think we've seen that there are still people buying stuff. I'm buying things. A lot of people are. Just because the crypto market is down doesn't mean that like everyone doesn't have money to spend. So I think when your business model is built on selling products to a customers, I don't think the crypto price should necessarily reflect that. Maybe you're selling them for a little less, and I think you could raise prices in algo as well to cover that. But I don't see a problem with continuing to sell stuff for your project. I think that's better than just simply like kind of cutting things off and leaving everyone wondering. Because I think some people are struggling right now, but I don't think everybody is. I think a lot of people are actually doing quite well. Except for the whole inflation thing, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. Anyway, I guess the bottom line is that's what's going on with Alchemon. It's sad to see all these projects struggling right now. I know the algo price has hurt just about everybody. I had a sponsorship deal in the works that I had to let go, or I haven't heard from them, so I'm guessing it's dead. Probably because of the bear market. And I frankly felt a little bad about asking. I was going to reach out and follow up, and I'm like, it's probably the bear market. So I still might do that, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. But I'm hoping that there's like a part of me that really hopes that we're pretty close to the bottom and that we'll start moving up again. So cross your fingers and let's hope.